Guess we are now moving on to our Q&A segment. I got a soapbox question, which now soapbox are podcast questions, and it comes from let me get my phone here, a Red O'Connor 65. I hope that's how you pronounce it.
69.
69. It says, soapbox question, is Sony pulling a Kinect with PlayStation VR? I'll let one of you two take that first.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
I don't know. The Sony VR, I heard it was good, but I don't know. I'm not very interested in VR technology as far as that goes. I think the Oculus Rift, is still out there as the front runner, and
that's the next step.
It's been 5 years that they've been developing and kickstarting VR projects, and the closest we've come is Google Cardboard. So I give up. Fuck it.
Google Cardboard.
Right when I was fucking drinking, dude.
I'm just imagining you just going down the street with a cardboard box with
this
Google.
Is so realistic.
With like in child crayon Google written on it.
This is actually Google. Actually, Google Cardboard is really great because it offers a VR experience for like $10, and you're talking about the Sony VR headset is going to be like $200 or $300 easy. I think the Oculus is going to be $200 or $300. There's a couple other VR systems out there. One of them is called the Wave or something. I can't remember, but there's a lot of great high concept prototypes, but the problem is making it marketable and making yourself not look like a douchebag with a big white box on your face.
It's the next step. It's the next step in the home movement thing, like the Wii was with the movement controls and shit. It's the next step.
It could be the next 3D TV, though.
Wait, but what I was going to say, yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say it's not going to take out the original. People don't want to fucking put some shit on their head or stand up and do some exercises. They want to be lazy as fuck and sit there with some like thing in their hands and just move their thumbs around. That's not a big deal. That's why fucking iPads are popular with their little shitty games on there. Their fucking game controllers have always been popular. It's barely moving. That's what we like. We don't want to fucking get up and have to do shit. We're lazy. We're American. Let us be American. Stop fucking trying to make us move.
I think if the payoff is worth it, though, it will be worth the extra effort. And what I mean by that is if you advance the technology far enough where, yes, you have to put on a pair of goggles, but once you put on the goggles, you have this amazing experience where you are a sniper, or you are an octopus, or you are
you're Octodad.
Whatever.
I'm an octopus. I'm moving all my 8 arms.
I'm just saying that if the experience is worth
outweighs
the
effort,
then you would have a good thing like Google Glass. They canceled that whole project, and I think that the main thing about it is people weren't interested in wearing something on their face. That's the issue. If you're going to have to wear something on your face, it better present something better than a small piece of glass over your eye.
No, because the Google glasses was way more than that. It was a piece of shit that you put on your face that cost you $1,000 fucking dollars or something. It didn't.
That's my point. The experience wasn't worth what you paid for.
Yeah, no, I mean, like what I'm saying is like they were supposed to be prescription and they didn't fit properly. They were easily like fucked up and shit. Yeah, basically the same concept. I'm just saying that it wasn't just because it was like wearing something on your face. It's because they didn't do it properly.
That's another question I have about it. What if these VR headsets? What if they cause people problems, like maybe a headache, or
what you mean, like the 3D glasses?
By the time they become viably marketable, they would have solved all of the problems that cause motion sickness and stuff like that. They still have issues with some people that are really susceptible to being motion sick because there's a certain amount of lag. But with the new Nexus 802, 820, the more and more powerful the processors become, the faster the frame rate, the more close to an eye experience they can put on your screen in front of your face.
We just need to start sticking in our babies and just getting them used to it. That'll be fine. Just babies automatically start having like these.
I don't really see the. I guess I can kind of see the Kinect, connection. Oh, get it? To the VR, but the VR, I think the VR is going to be more than just what the Kinect was. But you risk, because I did see at the Paris Game Week, Sony heavily promoted the VR, their VR headset that they're coming out with, and really didn't talk much about games. And when they did talk about their games for their PS4, it was like, oh, instead of it coming out in 2016, it's coming out in 2017. So they announced a bunch of pushbacks on their console. So I guess I can kind of maybe see the Kinect reference being, you have this system and it's getting the multiplats on it, sure, but they're like focusing on a accessory or a periphery thing for it that's going to be expensive. I mean, I understand why Sony is doing it. You guys were right, and that's where I thought they were going to go with it. They're slapping the PlayStation brand is the only brand that's selling for Sony right now, so they're going to slap that on the VR headset. But I could see them, if it's successful, I think Sony's going to say, hey, not only can you play games, but how about a better
virtual sex bot?
I was going to say a better TV viewing experience. Where they're going to try to, I guess, kickstart it with the PlayStation, but I don't see Sony just doing, like video game VR.
It's gonna be more than that. I think they offer streaming, like they'll stream live concerts. They'll have
I was about to say it's the next step to movies. It's gonna be, we're gonna have to record everything in 3D and have everything so you can look around while you're watching the movie.
That doesn't sound interesting.
That's the thing. Like it would offer a certain level of replayability, though. Could you imagine if you had a movie shot in 360 degrees and
you could watch every single scene of it in a different perspective? That'd be pretty cool.
From a different perspective. Something blows up behind you and you have to turn around and remember what happened behind you and check all that stuff out.
Pornhub would be a completely different experience.
That would be stupid, because then you turn around and just be a film crew.
But then you could be like flexing for them and shit. Yeah.